Ever since 1996, thousands of shooting game fanatics have converged on Dallas, Texas for the annual QuakeCon. It's a gathering of many different people brought together by one common love: id Software's brand of no-holds-barred first-person shooters. This year's event drew in over 5,000 fans, many of whom lined up at 2 a.m. the night before. The meat and potatoes of the convention is the BYOC room. Yeah, that actually stands for Bring Your Own Computer. And we're not talking about laptops. People actually pack their entire gaming rigs, some of which run over $8,000. More than 12 miles of network cable is used to connect these mighty machines. Over the course of the 4-day event, gamers will plunk themselves behind said computers and allow every muscle in their bodies to atrophy, with the exception of their fingers and whichever arm reaches for the Cheetos. But QuakeCon isn't just about encouraging dangerous blood clots and excessive snack consumption. It's also a chance for gamers to assert their manhood by competing in organized tournaments. And they aren't just playing for peanuts. Challengers this year were gunning for $115,000 worth of cash and prizes. But the biggest highlight is co-founder and technical director John Carmack's keynote address. We got to sit down with him right before he went on stage and asked him what the last year has been like at id Software.
More titles under development than we've ever had before in our history. The big current main title is Rage. We are just starting to ramp up development on the next Doom project. We have the Quake Live project, which should be rolling into open beta fairly soon. We have Wolfenstein RPG on the mobile platforms, which is in beta testing right now. And we are hopefully going to be starting some iPhone development.
What we were most excited to hear about was their new shooter, Rage.
Rage is our attempt to do a game that addresses a lot of the things that people always complained about with id Software titles. A post-apocalyptic game, outdoors in a brightly lit desert, the broad, wide-open vehicle combat systems. It still has all the run-and-gun goodness that id Software is known for. It is a first-person shooter, first and foremost.
It is focusing on new ventures like Quake Live and, of course, Doom 4.
Not a lot that we can say at this point about Doom, and it is in early pre-production work right now. We've got a small core team that is beginning to lay out what the game is going to be, but we're not going to rush it. The full push on making the game, having awesome stuff to look at, will be taking a little while, so there will certainly be exciting things to probably look at next year, but at this point, there's not going to be a whole lot that we're going to say about it.
At the keynote, gamers were treated to a first look at the new version of Wolfenstein. After 4 days, it was clear that the event was another big success, and id is hard at work planning next year's QuakeCon. We've already booked our plane tickets.